It's been a while since I've done one of these figure videos, but this one is kind of special. This one's for the culture right here. So since this figure is an Amakuni figure, all their figures are kind of exclusive. You can't get them off of normal places where you would go to get your figures. So for this one, I went ahead and got it off of Nippon Yasan, which I've never used before, but I can go ahead and recommend them. They shipped it out quickly. The price was reasonable. The experience is pretty good. And look, they even packaged the thing pretty damn well. They had the whole thing covered in bubble wrap, and then the actual box that they shipped it in had even more bubble wrap in it. So they did a good job, and I can go ahead and recommend them for all your Amakuni exclusive figure needs. So, you guys, if you know anything about this figure, you'll know that you fucked up big time if you didn't buy this thing, because it is now going for, I've seen it go as high as $400 on resale websites, and the kind of median price seems to be $200 to $300, somewhere in that range, to get this thing off of like Yahoo auctions or something like that. Why is it so expensive? Because this is what happens when the character becomes a meme after the pre-orders for the good figure of that character close. Now, looking at the box, it's actually kind of nice. This is not exactly, I don't know what I had in mind, but this definitely wasn't it. It looks like a gift box. It looks like some kind of like, you know, candy or like kind of some kind of tasty treat is in here. And I guess there kind of is a tasty treat in here, but it's got like a ribbon and the font for Astolfo. It's written in like a 60s American diner font, which is kind of fun. The side, just more the same. Rider, Astolfo. Back, you got the man himself on the back of the box right there for the culture as always. Other side's the same, of course. Bottom, top of the box. There you go. And Amakuni, they've got their own, I don't know if you can make it out, but they've got an Amakuni sticker right there that they seal all their boxes with. I've noticed that. All right, so the tape is off. We're going to go ahead and get in here. Okay. All right, so you got your normal plastic pack. I might add that this box and the figure, super light. There's not really any accessories here. It's just a 1/7 scale figure and, you know, tiny little base. That's about it. So I know some of you might be wondering why I would open this thing up if it's worth so much. Well, my calculation is that by opening it, I'm losing about, I don't know, 20% value on opening it. I like the character, of course, or I wouldn't have ordered the figure at all. But also, you know, if I don't make, you know, $300 off of selling the thing, this way I'll at least get I can whore myself out for the YouTube views. And that is just as valuable to me. So here's the base. In pictures, I wasn't a huge fan of it, but now looking at it in real life, I like it quite a bit. It's got like the pink, it's like a pale pink. It looks a little bit more neon on camera, I can tell you, but in real life, it's a little bit more muted. And it's a matte finish, and then this kind of hex symbol thing on here is the glossy plastic. It's just not been painted on. So this is actually a nice base. You've got Astolfo written in the same font as the box. Yeah, it's a nice base. I like it quite a bit. Much better in real life than it is in the pictures. So here's the guy himself. And yeah, there's not much, just plastic on the leg, plastic on this hand, plastic on... All right, does the head come off, or what's the deal here? Yeah, the head comes off, okay. I'm not sure why the head comes off, because there's nothing, like the cape is not removable, so the head just comes off for no apparent reason. It's kind of disturbing to look at. So yeah, there it is. First impressions, pretty nice figure. Really basic, you know, nothing crazy going on here. Just basic, well made, you know, high quality, good paint. I don't really see any flaws on here, as to be expected from Amakuni, who I feel are super underrated. Yeah, it's a nice figure. So outside of the man himself, in the box, we also get this, if we can get the fucking tape off, son of a bitch. We get this sword here. And the sword, what does the sword do? Does he hold the sword? I think there's like a holster that the sword goes. Ah, yes, there's a holster that the sword goes into. Okay, yeah, there's it's keyed in here, and there's a little nub here, and that's easy. That just goes on. It's just holstered on the side. So yeah, that's Astolfo. The bottom, this has kind of got like a metallic finish on it, the inside of the cape. Yeah, pretty straightforward. Then to get it on the base, it's just 1 foot on the base. Yeah, so this is like this is like the most straightforward figure unboxing ever compared to like Saber, Alter, and all that other stuff with all kinds of accessories and stuff that's hard to get in. Super easy, really simple figure. Just some final thoughts. The figure's pretty nice, although it's not up to the standards of like Alter or something like that. There are some minor imperfections on it, but nothing really severe. And I also wanted to point out that it's a bit smaller than my other 1/7 scale figures. You can see it next to these. It might not come through in the picture that well, but in real life, it's notably smaller than other 1/7 figures, although it's not quite as small as a 1/8. I would say that it's worth the normal retail asking price, but for $300 or even more in some cases, definitely not worth it. Just hold off.